It's Friday, you know what that means. We have new content in MLB The Show 25 Diamond Dynasty. Yes, we are back. I haven't posted in about like 9 days, and it's just because there wasn't any content and there wasn't anything that I could make videos on. I didn't want to make crappy videos just to waste your guys' time. But today we have a ton of content. Finest has begun. We got a ton of new 99 overall Negro Leagues players. We have a new XP reward path. We have a new weekend classic, and we have a lot on the horizon for this upcoming week. So let's get into it. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys become a channel member to receive exclusive perks such as roster update advice from someone who's made over 10 million stubs this year, one-on-one coaching, and access to the members-only Discord, link in the description. As we always do, let's take a look at the calendar. So today is Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone. We got the 10th inning and weekend classic. We got the Negro Leagues collections. They added like a little thing to Team Affinity where you can collect players and you get more progress in the program. And then they also finished off the Spooky Series program with 99 Marte. So another 99 Marte. I'm not complaining. I think this card's better than the All-Star one. But looking at the calendar, so on November 3rd, which is Monday, we will be getting the World Series program. The World Series hopefully will not be ending tonight as a Yankees fan. But Game 6 is tonight. If the Dodgers win, Game 7 will be tomorrow night. They're not going to do work on the weekends. You know, I guess it makes sense in a sense. But then Tuesday, we have a new multiplayer program and ranked seasons rewards, as we always do. And then on Friday, the 7th, is like the final big content drop of the year. We have the Team Affinity Stage 5 for the finest. It's going to work exactly the same as the All-Stars with the vouchers. If you have all your vouchers, you'll be getting 30 free cards right off the rip, just like All-Star. We have the final roster attribute updates featuring postseason teams, so that's going to be really cool. And then after that, who knows what content's going to be like. So let's just enjoy these next like 2 or so weeks for a very good year, in my opinion. So we're going to start off with the Spooky Series program. I'm not actually going to go into the program because I'm going to go by series. So first, let's take a look at the Marte for completing the program. So obviously switch hitter, second, short, and center. This card compared to his All-Star Game card, this card is better against lefties. He has better contact versus righties, but worse power versus righties. Vision, discipline, and clutch, I think he's better in all of them. And defensively, I think he's better than the All-Star Marte. So I think the only thing that you're losing is power versus righties, which is still very good at 111. This card's definitely going to be in my lineup. I absolutely loved the All-Star Marte. He only left my lineup because Ben Zobrist came out, and he's been even better. But this is a great free reward. If you have fully completed all the missions past Senga before today, all you need is 1,000 PXP with Spooky Series players, and you get the Marte to finish off the program. But the reason that I want to stay in the inventory tab instead of the program is because we also got a new Diamond Quest with 2 Spooky Series cards. The first one being this Josh Bell, 120, 109 contact, 116, 117 power, 111 vision, 125 discipline, 119 clutch. Switch hitter. We love our switch hitters this year. Not the best defensively, but he is a first baseman. So defense doesn't matter nearly as much as it does for other players. We have a Catfish Hunter who is not the best. I mean, he's never really good in MLB The Show. He was a great pitcher in real life, but the way that his cards build out, they just never end up being good. You know, 84 Ks per 9 is just not going to cut it. 105 hits per 9 you could maybe survive with, and he is good clutch. He doesn't have an awful pitch mix, but he doesn't throw very hard. He's not going to strike anyone out. So now we're going to look at the Negro League Series collections. So this works kind of like the April Fool's program where they gave us common players and then the day after you could just collect them for like the 86 diamonds that they gave to us. So this is kind of the same thing here with the Negro Leagues content that came out around Jackie Robinson Day. So there are 13 collections, and they did note that there are some players who are not a part of these collections, and they are going to be getting cards in the future. So I could see a final Negro Leagues collection boss. I'm actually going to go through here and do it on this tab. I could see them extending this collection and adding like a 99 Martin Dihigo. He was not involved in the new 13 cards. But yeah, like I'll actually go back and just show. You literally just need to have these cards and you lock them in. You get them from literally all of them are from offline from offline modes, the ones that have online cards like the Satchel Paige. He actually got a 99 today, but he wasn't in the collection. So I'm going to quickly go through these collection rewards because there's 13 of them. So we have Bullet Rogan, so he can play 5 different positions. He has a pretty good pitch mix, insane break, an outlier on the 4-seam. He can also hit as well. A lot of these guys are going to be two-way players. Buck O'Neil, only a hitter, can play first, left, and right. Maxed out contact, maxed out clutch, very good bunting, amazing defense, and great speed for a first baseman. We have Andy Cooper, 4-seam slur, screwball, changeup, sinker. That's a pretty good pitch mix. No outlier, but good control and break, and he's not a hitter. We have Leon Day. This guy is a switch hitter. He is a two-way player, but his power is just not good enough. I would never use this card as a hitter, but he's pretty solid as a pitcher. Pretty good pitch mix, no outlier, but overall not too bad. We have a Leroy Matlock who has a pretty funky pitch mix, also a two-way player, but would never use this guy at the plate. On the mound, though, wow, 99 control and break on all 5 of his pitches is something that I've never seen before in my life playing MLB The Show. Jose Mendez, another two-way player, another guy. There's no point in using this guy as a hitter. But as a pitcher, he's pretty solid. The 92 Ks per nine is a little low. No outlier. We have Bill Foster here, another guy who is technically a two-way player, but I wouldn't use at all. But solid per nine, solid pitch mix, very good break, no outlier. I'm checking for outlier because all these guys throw super hard. We have Rap Dixon, who is not a pitcher but a primary hitter. Good contact, good clutch, good defense and speed, and can play 5 different positions. We have Monty Irvin, another guy who is only a hitter. 120, 111, 110, 85. It's just like these offensive numbers are not too great at this stage of the year. We have Rube Foster, screwball, 4-seam slur, sinker, forkball, who has outlier on the screwball and the sinker. And the 4-seam. The Ks per nine are a little low, but the rest of it is pretty solid. We have Hilton Smith, curveball, 4-seam, changeup, sinker, slider, pretty solid. Pitch mix, another guy with kind of low Ks per nine. We have Turkey Stearns. This guy is an all-around, just great player. Not the best power, but he can do literally everything for you at 4 different positions. And then we have Buck Leonard, who is a captain. So all of these guys will get a captain boost if you use this Buck Leonard, who overall is probably the best hitting card out of all of them. Now let's take a look at the 10th inning XP reward path, and I already have a boss. I haven't played a single game. If you have the inning voucher for the 9th inning, and you have the all the exchanges, you get to 100,000, so that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the bosses. So we have 3 finest cards, the first of the many MLB The Show 2025 finest cards that are soon to come out. First, we have Juan Soto, 125 for both powers, for discipline, for contact right, 120 clutch, 110 contact versus left. Defensively, not very good. It's Juan Soto. He sucks at defense. He does have a strong arm, and he has very good speed. This is the best Juan Soto card we've ever seen for speed-wise. 85, 99, 99 is pretty good. And obviously his swing is just butter. We have Nicholas Kurtz here, who's getting the second 99. This card is so much better than the milestone. Better vision, better stats versus lefties. Defensively, not the best, but he is a first baseman. I would not put him in right field with that arm, but I think the easy choice is Aroldis Chapman, who I hate his guts. I hated him before what he said the other day about the Yankees. This guy completely quit on the team. He had so many incidents. He is not a good human being, and then he had the audacity to say what he said. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just don't worry about it. But boy, is he a good pitcher, and MLB The Show. 4-seam, sinker, slider, splitter, double, outlier. He has very good control, which was one of the caveats, or not a caveat, but like one of the impressive things about his season is he's never had control. He had control this year. I mean, this is easily the best lefty reliever in the game. And then for the cornerstones, they just included them in the path. They don't have their own programs, which I find pretty cool. We have a Nolan Ryan, typical Nolan Ryan card, outlier, good per nines, good clutch, but not very good with the control and the pitch mix. Frank Thomas, maxed out versus lefties, very good against righties, maxed out discipline and clutch. And then we have Cal Ripken Jr., who is 115, 122 contact, 100, 103 power, 125 vision, 117 clutch, 99s across the board defensively. That card is very good for your bench, probably. So for Weekend Classic, I don't know if I can scroll into the rewards, but there are obviously 2 new rewards, which I'm going to get into. But there's also a featured player. So there's a 3rd reward, being that Jason Dominguez. If you're in 900 or above, it's a part of like the path. If you're not, it's a part of the top 10 finish. But he is sellable. So now I'm just going to go to the market. And okay, max price 0. Okay, yeah, this is a good way to filter it out. So this is the Jason Dominguez switch hitter, maxed out versus right and clutch. Very good against lefties. Great defense, or not great defensively, but pretty like good enough defensively. 99 arm, amazing speed. Left field primary switch hitter, center field and right field. That's a great card. But now let's get into the 2 weekend classic rewards. We have another 2025 finest, being Jose Ramirez. 110, 125 contact, 120, 100 power, 125 vision, 105 discipline, 125 clutch. Obviously, he's a switch hitter. Amazing defender. Doesn't have the greatest arm. That's like the one bad thing about this card, because he can only play 3rd. He has great speed and stealing. Like, this card is amazing. And then the other one is another amazing card in the Hall of Fame, Satchel Paige. He obviously has outlier. I mean, he was touching like 104. But 4-seam curveball, slider, screwball, sinkers, a great pitch mix. Speed differentials are there. Hits per nine's there. Clutch is maxed out. Stamina is maxed out. These 2 cards are definitely going on my team. And then lastly, just like the Xavier Edwards exchange, we also got another exchange, being for this Jose Altuve. Don't really think he was deserving of a finest card. You know, I'm probably biased as a Yankees fan. He just didn't really have that good of a year, but it is what it is. I mean, whatever. 113, 110 contact, 109, 125 power, 110 clutch, 113 vision. Not a good defender, not going to be good in left field, but it's a free 99, and there's going to be a finest collection. So you might as well just exchange your extra duplicates and get this card. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys are new here, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, but most importantly, make sure to subscribe on here on YouTube. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.